Passing by, I came across this little spot right here. We're gonna walk up and see if anybody's home. He's got
Like
4 cars in the backyard, but I don't know if it's.
I'm just sitting here.
It's a nice little Dodge Brothers 5-window. It's got some.
It's clear to see
Old school pinstriping on it.
from up here. The world seems small. We can sit
Nice dash.
together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
Barracuda.
We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Okay, we see that fender there?
Mm-hmm.
See, it needs to be pulled out right where that black thing is there. You know, heat it up and pull this out. See how it's got a little dent right here on the end?
Yeah.
That part where it gets covered up by the bumper is pushed in a little bit. It just needs to be heated up and pull this, you know, tie the car back on the back and then, you know, to a post or something.
Right.
And then pull that out. But I've got all the parts for it.
You got all
everything.
the parts to this.
I've got everything.
Is this a 440 car or
No, this is
318?
this is a 318,
318?
automatic with air, steering and brakes. Disc brakes on the front. It's got factory rally wheels all the way around with brand new tires on it. It's got Gillettes, the last set of Gillettes in the entire area.
Really?
I had to go to 3 different stores to get a whole set.
That'd be a nice one right there.
But it is a nice one. It is a nice car. And I can put a battery in it, dump a little bit of gas on top of the carburetor, fire right
Crank
up.
up, huh?
Yep. There's really, the only thing that I can recall, I think that either the idler arm on this side or the idler arm, usually, I don't know which side it's on, mounted, you know.
Right.
I think the idler arm might be about wore out, or maybe the ball joint needs to be replaced, I think, on this.
Well, that's nothing too major.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's small potatoes.
I've been painting cars since I was 18.
Yeah.
I just do it on the side.
But this thing is as straight as it can be, except for that one thing right here. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the
Couple of little body dents, nothing major.
I've got the the trim was taken off the car. You know, that little skinny trim that went on the side. That was taken off before I ever bought the car. See, it's got the little nub sitting there.
Uh-huh.
You know.
The little nubs, yeah.
Yeah, on the fender. You know where the clips went to hold the stuff on.
Originally red or is this orange?
It's red.
It's red.
It's
A
red.
little faded.
White interior.
That's
And
original
it come
paint
out
job,
of,
too.
Wichita Falls.
Really?
Yep. And
Looks like it's original paint.
oh, it'll
Yeah.
fire right. It'll fire right up. It will fire right up.
What else you got?
Well,
You care if I
the
just
only
take
thing,
a...
the only thing I would sell would be Mopar. Would be this, and then I got a 6. You like muscle cars?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This here,
Pretty
this
cool
is
little
a 6-cylinder
Barracuda.
car.
I know one's abandoned that. Now Rado.
Yeah.
Guy moved to Florida and just left it.
You know, that don't help you much, does it?
No.
Nope.
I know him, though. He bought my parents' house before he moved off. I could probably get a hold of him. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, those cars are A-body,
Yeah.
cheap cars.
Yeah. People are into them. You know, that's what they like.
Well,
That's what they
you gotta
like.
spend a ton of money on those cars to make them anything. But I've got a car in Tennessee. If you are you trying to flip cars?
Well, I'm a collector myself. You know, I don't just buy and sell. I
mean, if you're flipping cars, this car that I'm going to tell you about ain't nothing you want.
Oh, okay.
Because you better have some money for this car.
Well, I've got some buddies.
Oh, don't send me nobody. Don't
Yeah.
send me nobody. God,
I won't.
You know how many people knock on my door every week?
Oh, I'm sure.
You're only the first one today. That won't be all I see today.
It's a tough life when you've got so many beauties sitting out here.
This car right here,
Okay.
this is a big block.
Is this a Coronet or
This is a Coronet.
Coronet?
I think it's got a 3-speed. They come big. The Super Bs came factory big block 383s with a 3-speed. That was what was standard. This car I do not think was a Super B. This is a plain Coronet 440. 440 model, not 440 motor. Okay? 2-door post pop out windows. The best one because it's the strongest.
It's the strong one, yeah.
It's the strong one. And
All the glass
it's got
was
the
good.
8 3/4 rear end under it. It's a factory, big block, 383. I've got the bumpers. I've got everything.
You got
for it.
everything.
If there's nothing missing on the car, other than hubcaps. Okay. There's the motor.
It's 318.
No. You don't know Mopars very good. Distributor, slanted in the front, big block, 383.
383.
383. Stock 383 motor.
No, just looking at the motors, I don't know too much.
Well,
Unless it's a Hemi, that's obvious.
a
But
318 car, distributor is
It's
in
in
the
the back?
rear,
Okay.
and it's straight up and down. It ain't on a slant.
I'll see. I'll
Okay.
see.
No,
How much would you ask for this one?
I'll take 7,000 for it.
Okay. That's not bad.
And
That's
it'll
not
run.
bad.
It'll run. We could put a battery in it, crank it, pour gas in it, it'll fire up. Okay? Let's see, the front clip was missing off this car. So I took the front clip off a 4-door, and it's just bolted on with a couple bolts,
Yeah.
this front clip. But lo and behold, it was the same color as what the car was.
It is, isn't it?
This come off of a 4-door, but it
'Cause
happened
it's
to
got
be
the
the same
trim, yeah.
color as what this car was.
Wow.
Okay. Now you can look. If you look in here and then look towards the trunk. Okay. You see that? That's all new. See that seam? Okay. Everything
trunk in
from
it.
there to the back is new. Even the frame rails underneath.
Even the frame rails.
Even the frame rails. So the only thing you need to do is patch the floors. Okay. On the front. That's it. But the frame rails are new from there all the way to the back. And here's the people who did the work. This all was done by Dallas Fort Worth Hot Rod Shop. Do you know him?
No, I've never heard of him.
Well, you would. Well, if you were in
Dallas Fort Worth Hot Rod Shop. Who's the owner of that?
It's Jim Goebel.
Jim Goebel. I've heard of him.
Well, I know you had to because he's built most,
Yeah.
all kinds of Mopars and all kinds of race cars and stuff. But he's out there across from the Speedway. You know where the Speedway is out there? Okay.
Yeah.
Go down 2 more exits past the Speedway, make a right, and and go up about a mile and make another right. And there's a private airport up there. You know where it's at? Okay. There's a little industrial park on the other side.
On the other side over there.
He's down there in the industrial
he's at.
park. That's where he's at. And well,
Okay.
he put the trunk in my 40 just recently. That's got a whole new trunk in the back on that car there. And let's see, he put the frame rails underneath this car here. If you'll look, get down under here. See, all of this has been
it
changed
is.
all the way up over the axle, all the way back. All this is new. All of this stuff come off another whole car. That I had this done. Oh, this was done almost 10 years ago when I had that done. Yep.
It looks good.
Well, it is good. And I've got the bumpers and the brackets and all
bumpers.
that crap. But
Hey, puppy.
this car, I drug it back from Tennessee, and it originally, or I can't say originally, but at one time, it was in Canada for a short time.
Really?
Because I did a research on the title. You know. And it didn't have a front clip on it at all when I bought it.
And you got
I
it
took
off.
this. I had a 4-door. I took the hood off of a 4-door. This come off of a station wagon, I believe. I had I parted out a station wagon to get the front clip. Believe it or not, the radiator was with the car the whole time.
Really?
It's got the stock radiator in it. But in any event, it's complete. And like I said, we could put a battery in it, dump some gas in there, I guarantee it'll fire. It'll fire. But they're hard to come by.
They are hard to come by.
They're hard to come by, and you can't find a 2-door post anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
They've all been turned into drag cars. Well,
Yeah,
they have.
They were ragged out, and then most of them were crushed. And
Yeah. Well, the entire, let's see.
It was pretty big on that Derby too, wasn't they?
Everything here in the back, and all this stuff underneath here, all that come off of an RT that I used to have. That whole section was cut off and put on this car all at once.
New quarters.
Yep. Well, they weren't new. They were off of
Well,
off
yeah,
of
yeah,
car.
yeah.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah. And
That's what you had to do until they started making parts for them.
well, yeah. Right. Yeah, you had to. No, I bought a RT out of a junkyard back in Tennessee, and it was turned upside down, and I cut off everything and hauled all of it here in order to piece it together. But
Yeah, I'm interested in this car. Let me think about it. I got to go bid a job here, and I just stopped on the way. I own a construction company,
okay,
so
I got to go to a wedding. Okay?
Oh.
My granddaughter's getting married, and
okay.
So, come back in about 10 days, okay? The power glide behind it. Now, I haven't finished hooking everything up, but it's got, and you see the dash is made for two-speed transmission. See? See the lever?
Huh.
Okay, it's for 2-speed. So just hook up the linkage to where, you know, you can shift it with that, and you don't have to butcher nothing. Look
That
at
would
look
be-
at the
that would be
headliner. You
nice.
won't believe it. Look at the headliner.
It's a metal one.
No,
No, that's
that's a real thin fiber.
It is, isn't it?
Isn't that cool?
I've never seen that before. What year is this?
55 or 56.
56.
I forgot which. Oh,
Looks like it's in real good shape too. All the glass. And where'd this car come from?
this come out of Wichita Falls.
Wichita Falls too.
Yep.
My girlfriend's parents live up there.
Yeah. Well, that's where this one come from. But it's got a 283 with a power glide behind it. The only thing underneath it needs to be done is you need to cut a drive shaft for it,
Okay.
because you need a power glide yoke, and then you have to make a shorter drive shaft.
Okay.
Okay. But that's what that is. The taxes are too.
So how much would you ask for the Barracuda?
I really don't want to sell it,
Oh, you don't want to sell that?
and I'll tell you why. Because I've got the big block K member for it, 383 K member, and I've got the engine for it.
Okay, so this is the one that you're probably going to commit to, even though you're done,
Well,
maybe,
what it is
possibly.
I also have a 67 Dart,
Oh, okay.
2-door hardtop, big block 383 car.
Okay.
Okay, it's back in Tennessee, but this one was not a big block car. This is a 6-cylinder car here. But when I come across it, I thought, man, that's cool. I'd have a Plymouth and a Dodge both. So I bought it. But I don't know. I would sell it, but I would have to charge you more than I paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna break. You can't break even, on these cars. If you bought them 5 years ago, you can't afford to sell them for the same price you paid for them.
Yeah.
To it. But anyway, let me show you what this guy, Gals Forward Hot Rods, he did the work on this car here.
Old school pinstriping.
No. I'm talking. He welded in all of this right here and the whole trunk inside. See that?
Yeah, got
all
the
of
new
that's
solid
new
trunk.
stuff. That's all new. And you can look underneath if you want. You'll see.
Oh yeah, painted black. New gas tank.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I was just saying it's got that. Somebody did some old school
Oh yeah,
pinstriping
well, no,
on
that was done before I even bought the car.
it. Yeah,
I mean, it's cool looking.
gives it some class.
Oh, this is. Oh, if I raised the hood on this, you'd go, golly.
What's in it?
Oh, it's got the factory motor.
The
in
factory
it,
motor.
but it's got dual carburetors.
Dual carbs, huh? It sure does.
You think I lied to you?
No. You seem like a real honest person,
Fenton, see? It's got a Fenton manifold on it.
Fenton.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know Fenton, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
So when it had the
Speed parts.
yeah, it had the 2 carburetors. So this would have been the sports model.
No. This is aftermarket.
It's aftermarket.
Aftermarket, yeah. Well, Fenton manifold is an aftermarket intake. Yeah.
So somebody was hot rodding it
Well, sure.
before you bought it. Yeah, they put a little aftermarket on, put the pinstriping on.
Oh, I
it.
drove this car when I first had it.
This one?
Just to test drive it.
Is this something you'd sell?
If you got a lot of money, yeah.
I like Dodge.
Well,
To me,
come up with 12,000, I'll sell it to you.
and you say it runs.
Yep, it runs.
Real solid car.
Well, of course it is. I wouldn't have bought it.
Right.
I don't need a rust bucket.
You don't need trash, do you?
No.
Yeah. The only piece of glass that's even remotely is that front one over there, but
Pardon?
the glass.
Oh, it's all flat.
Yeah.
You know, everything's flat. So you can buy them brand new if you want, or just go have them cut.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's all flat glass.
All right.
But it's cool though. It's cool. I drove this car, so I know it runs and drives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this one.
Of course, there's nothing not to like on it. And for the money, you couldn't find a better one for the money.
Oh yeah. People want that for rust.
Oh yeah, they want that for rust buckets.
Only thing that'd make it cooler if it had suicide doors.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had suicide doors, but only on 4 doors. I've never had it on a 2-door.
Uh-huh.
I've seen cars where they've done it just to make it look cool and open up this way. They're just calling their dog.